honeysuckle soup on a hot summer day. Coffee comes back in a nerve-wracking way. The dishes and laundry take the garbage out. What a day, what a day, what a day.
Well, welcome to Capital Region Today. I'm so happy that you're joining us today. We've got a great lineup like we always do. Theater, we're doing a little this, a little that, but you're going to find out what's going on in our community because we've got a great lineup. We're going to start out with the Rensselaerville stage productions. They're doing Laramie Project. Then we're going to go right over to a film project. It's an indie film called Divided Loyalty. And then Juneteenth, we'll be talking about their big celebrations coming up. Harbinger Theater is doing Ladies' Day, all about, I think, the racetrack, but I'll find out more about that. And then Jazz on J, who doesn't love the Jazz on J concerts all summer long in Schenectady? So that's our lineup, and we're going to start right out with Rensselaerville, or the Rville, I guess they call it, Stage Productions. Thank you very much. And we're going to talk about the Laramie Project, which is absolutely perfect for this month, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So I don't know who would like to speak first, but how about you?
Good morning.
Yeah,
it's really great to be here.
Yeah.
I'm Tara. I'm the artistic director of Rville Stage Creations. And yeah, we're doing a production of the Laramie Project this weekend and next weekend.
And and what's really, this is really a great play for this time.
It's so beautiful.
So for those that don't know what Laramie Project is, perhaps you should maybe give us an overview.
Sure. So in 1998, a young man was killed brutally, and this is the story of how the town, they're at the town and what they experienced afterwards in their own words. So it's not written by anyone who said this will sound cool. These are actual verbatim
words. Yeah.
And it tells the story of that small town, like many small towns right here. So you might see some parallels to that. Yeah.
Okay. And how long is the play?
It runs just under 3 hours with 2 intermissions.
Okay. All right. So there's quite a bit of information coming out.
There is.
And feelings and
There is. It is dark and it is heavy at times, but it's also incredibly light and beautiful. And it's really wonderful to honor Matthew's story.
Right.
This month especially.
And so who did you bring with you today?
Sure. So these are 2 of my actors from the show.
Okay.
This is Jay Hunter.
Hi, Jay.
And Caroline Cunningham.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi.
And what parts do you play? Let's start with you, Jay.
Well, I have the group of people because we've been calling them characters, but these are real people that we're doing.
These are actors that are portraying them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I play a member of Tectonic Theater Group who helped Moises Kaufman create the Laramie Project. And through that, I am also doing characters that he interviewed, including conservative Christian, conservative Catholic priest, the CEO of the hospital where Matthew died. He was the one who was doing the notes to the world about this, and it was the world by the end of it. By the time Matthew died,
it was a horrible time.
Yes, it was. But also, I was thinking back the other night about that time that he died in 1998, and the conversation was starting to change on LGBTQ right then. Don't Ask, Don't Tell was implemented, and that, of course, created a huge debate. So things were slowly starting, and I think to the conversation to come around to the positive of LGBTQ, and I think Matthew's murder brought together a lot of people and changed not all the minds, but it changed a few.
And it kind of changed, and it was going, and now all of a sudden now we're going, it seems like things are going into a bleak direction.
One of the lines that we run into throughout the play is, well, we're not like that here. We're different. This doesn't happen here. Well, it did happen here, and we now see all the violence and the violent rhetoric that's being used nowadays. It's basically the same thing in 1998. So it's retro, but not in a good way.
It's hard to believe that we have regressed. where, you know, and all the, I mean, I've been to Pride celebrations, and they're just delightful, and they're wonderful, and they're fun, and there's so much community with that, and now we see, you know, whether it's the trans or the LGBT, you know, whatever it is, it's like we have to find a scapegoat, I guess, somewhere along the line.
Oh yeah, somebody. A lot of folks need somebody to blame.
Yeah, to make them feel better.
Exactly.
And our position as storytellers, we can go out into the streets and scream at people and argue with them all we want, but I think we hold a little bit more power just by telling a true story.
Telling the true story, yeah. Well, you got somebody back there. Hey, we haven't talked to you. Hi. So what part do you play in this?
So I play Tectonic member Barbara Pitts. So it's kind of, we kind of stuck with the original script and split everything as the original part members, because all these members of the theater went to Laramie, Wyoming and conducted these interviews. So I kind of like to think that I start there, and then I play the character assignments that were assigned to her, and then some various ensemble, and we all take on the role of narrator at certain parts in the play.
Right.
This is not a stage reading, obviously.
No.
Okay, so you had a lot of lines to learn.
Yeah, a lot of lines and a lot of blocking. So it's jumping in and off the stage as different people.
Right, to show, yeah. What impact, because this has been around a long time, Laramie Project, what impact do you believe, or from your own perspective, would you believe has this accomplished anything, is what I'm asking?
I wish I could say yes. But I spoke with Moises Kaufman a few months ago, actually, and he said that he hoped that when it first came out that they would be less and less productions of a story like this. And unfortunately, there's not. So that tells us that it's just as important today to tell this story as it was 20 years ago. And the storytellers around, we're going to keep doing it.
And it's even more important now, because I heard something last month that absolutely floored me, that there are generations of LGBTQ who never heard of Matthew Shepard.
Really?
Yeah, I found this out from Dr. Ray Working, who does outreach to high schools and middle schools for LGBTQ, and there are people who don't know the story. They don't know the fact that the world was focused on this one little college town for a little while anyway.
But we're being silenced, though, with libraries. We're banning books, and we don't want that in the library, and we don't want this. And they're getting on school boards to make sure that these aren't discussed.
Sure.
And so this is, it's an oppression in a way that we're dealing with. The Stonewall, the statue, what is it, Stonewall?
Stonewall,
right? Yeah. That's a big issue just even now.
Sure.
Yeah. So we can't seem to get away from this.
No.
No.
Last year we did a production of The Crucible for the same
Yeah,
reasons.
same reason.
For the same reasons. It's very easy to hold up a mirror and just reflect back to you, and we don't have to change much. We just tell the true stories of unfortunately, and this line comes from the show, hate shocks me. I'm shocked by the hate. I am shocked by the hate. I don't understand it myself.
I don't understand either.
So this is our protest of love.
Pretty much. I mean, this is kind of how I do service, because this is my volunteer time. When this came up, it's like, I need to do this.
We need to talk about it.
We need to have this, and we need to talk about it.
And we can't be silenced.
No,
we won't.
Yeah, and I know. We say we won't, but who the heck knows?
I feel we won't though. We won't though. No. Humanity for eternity has been telling our own stories, and we'll continue to tell our own stories forever, even if we don't learn from them, unfortunately.
Yeah, and life goes on, right?
Yeah.
All right, so where is this going to be performed?
So, it's a very short drive from Albany to Rensselaerville.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I've been to Rensselaerville,
It's so beautiful. Yeah. You'll be absolutely charmed and enchanted by our little town. There's a little hall there called Conkling Hall, and we will be in Conkling Hall starting tomorrow night. Okay. There is a free preview. Anyone is welcome to come. We just ask that you make a reservation.
Sure.
And then Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 2 p.m., all at Conkling Hall. And then actually we're going to pack up and move to Catskill.
Catskill to Bridge Street.
We're going to Bridge Street.
Those guys are so great there, aren't they?
It's a great space. That's where we've done most of our rehearsal time, and that's where we really come together.
They've been so gracious.
They're such great guys. They've been on the show, and they're just so just delightful.
So we'll do it again next
do it
weekend.
again,
There
do
you
it
go.
again.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do the Laramie Project every year. I don't know. Thank you all for being here and for raising your voices
Thank you.
in whatever way that you can, that we can keep this story alive.
Yeah.
It's very
Sure.
important.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having us.
Thank you, Ann.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to go over here and talk about an indie film. Hey, what does it take to do? I had a friend that do it, and boy, she had trouble raising money. So is that a problem? So who do we have here? Okay.
Vergara, writer, director. Money's always a problem in independent filmmaking, but as long as you write the material around your budget and you formulate everything correctly, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. So
Okay, so how do you raise your money? You call your mom?
out of pocket, no. Unfortunately, I can't do that anymore. We just out of pocket, really. Just go to work, and whenever we had the money, we film. So that's how we've been going right now. I'm sure further down the road we could incorporate Indiegogo and other things like that. Maybe that other independent filmmakers make use of, but for right now, it's just out of pocket.
Well, a lot of filmmakers started that way in their
Yeah.
garage with, an idea. I think the guy who did Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think they kind of did, the guys that did the parody of it anyway.
Yeah.
Which apparently was pretty good. So what made you think that you were gonna, you're three guys that really like working together, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course not.
Okay, Luca, you've been on the show before, and you're involved in this. You're an actor,
Yes,
right? And these are the writers and directors, right?
And
Yeah.
lead actors.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, who wrote it? You collaborated.
Yep,
the
so
two of
we
you.
both collaborated.
And the title is Divided Loyalty. So
Yes.
what is this about? And
So-
why should I come and see it?
So pretty much it's about two best friends. One gets out of prison, and they both worked for this crime boss. And the crime boss pretty much tells the one best friend he needs to get rid of the one that's getting out of prison.
Oh, this is the loyalty.
Right,
Yeah,
so
okay.
he's struggling with, does he do it, does he not, does he cross the boss? So, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like a really interesting. And where are you filming this? And how do you film it?
So we've been pretty much Albany, Schenectady area, pretty much all around here.
Okay. And what do you look? Are you able to get in the county jail? What's going on?
So we were able to film outside of a county jail.
Okay.
We weren't able to get inside, but
You commit a crime and then.
Yeah.
well, that's the easiest way.
Make it a real film.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was it where we filmed?
Well, we filmed right outside of Schenectady County Jail.
Okay.
My uncle is actually the sergeant over there. I called him to
Oh,
make
so
sure
you
it
said,
was
oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, we filmed there. We filmed at a friend of mine's house in Lake George. He has a big lake house out there, so we
Okay.
shot some stuff out there. And then over Wolf Road, around that area, we shot a little bit. And then little shout out to my buddy Matt Restafo. We're going to be shooting at Lorenzo's Cafe at the end of this month.
What cafe?
Lorenzo's over in Schenectady.
Oh, Lorenzo's.
Right on
Yeah,
State.
no, I know what
Yep,
you mean now.
yep,
Yeah, sorry.
Matt's a buddy of mine. So
Yeah.
called him. I was like, hey, man, I'm involved in this thing. These are two of my good buddies. They wrote it. They're directing. They're the lead actors. Would you mind if we shot some of our scenes there? And he was like, yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
He was like, just let me know when. He loves having that kind of stuff there. So it's not the first time I've talked to him about doing something like this.
Well, it's really cool because then eventually he can see that on screen and say, oh, yeah,
Right.
this
Yeah.
is really cool.
And I told him I'll be eating there too. We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna eat there that night.
right after the show. No, so now I guess I've never done. I've been in an indie film, so I know that they're fun to do, and we, I don't think it hit anything, but it was fun. So how long will it take you to complete this? And I know you're working with funding and everything. But do you have like a time frame of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? I'm using years, but maybe it's months. I don't know.
So we should be pretty wrapped up before the end of July.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
going to be wrapped up soon.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next? Now, when you say wrapped up, is that filming or is that post-production work?
Filming.
Okay, so then you got post-production work.
Right.
And then, and then what?
So we've been talking about a couple different projects that we had in mind.
Well, wait. Now, how are we going to get this on the screen?
Oh, okay. You're talking about after. Okay, yeah. So we were.
What's the plan on distribution?
I mean, where can I see this film?
So we were thinking about, because we're from Syracuse, New York.
Okay.
And we have this place called the Palace Theater. Not sure
yeah.
if you're familiar with it or not.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people do premieres there, so we were gonna try to aim for that.
And we can do a premiere here too. It's Proctor's, yeah.
Yeah, that too.
You never know, right, Luca?
We can always ask.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's also these days a bunch of streaming services, so we're trying to get it on, get it to the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and streaming, do you make money on streaming? I mean, because you do want to, you put all this effort into it. I'm sure you'd like to get some compensation.
Right. It's a whole different avenue for me. Like this is my first time behind the camera, so that's a whole different beast to explore. But I'm sure if there's no pay in the beginning, exposure would be better than anything. So that's what we're looking for as well. People seeing the film, see what the work we can accumulate, and maybe somebody wants to work with us. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah. So you kind of are committed to. Do you have day jobs?
Yeah. I work at Amazon.
What?
I work at Amazon warehouse.
Oh, but Amazon.
Yep,
Okay.
and,
they have streaming services, don't they?
Yeah, but maybe that's we can explore that.
Just checking.
Yeah.
And you?
I'm actually a school bus driver.
Are you really?
Yep.
Okay. So somebody took your route today.
Yeah, had to have a sub
How about
driver
you,
today.
Luca?
Yeah, I'm a personal training specialist. I run my own business here locally.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Luke is also a comedian, but you've also are working with Rail, too.
Connie, yes,
Yeah,
Connie
Connie.
Marie, absolutely. Yeah, so that's going to be taking place in November. Love Letters Lost and Found, November 14th. So
Yeah.
a little plug for her too.
Yeah, so give her a little plug, too, because
Always.
she's trying to raise some money for
Yeah,
many
Connie is a wonderful lady, so
Yeah.
can't say a bad thing about her.
Yeah.
So nobody else is going to either.
So after this project that you're working on, Divided Loyalties, which sounds like a really interesting plot.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody get, no, I won't.
Yes, yes.
Anybody get off there?
Yeah.
Are you planning on writing another one? Or have you written it already?
So we haven't started writing another one yet, but we are in the talks of different, because we don't want to just do one genre. We kind of want to diversify.
Go with a comedy next? No.
Yeah.
Well,
in the
possibly.
in the aftermath of Rob Reiner passing away, I was talking to him. Rob Reiner explored different genres: fantasy, romantic comedy. Yeah, so
wasn't he? When
yeah.
you looked at his body of
Yeah,
work?
it was. So he was definitely an inspiration to me. So I'm like, we gotta steer out. So we gotta steer the ship in different.
Right.
Look, you know, every movie.
Where do you get your ideas? I mean, I don't know. If I had to sit down and write a movie script, I don't know where I'd start. You know, is it like you get an idea and you start pulling that thread and seeing what's coming?
Yeah, you pretty much just spitball until something sticks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you go off of, oh, that sounded like a good idea, and then you branch off of that.
Yeah. And then you always run the risk of doing something that's been done 100 times, so you try to avoid that. And
I know you. It's funny you say that because people will get this great idea and they do it, and then you're supposed to search out and see if it's been done before.
Yeah.
And then you find out it has, and it just everything crumbles.
Yeah.
underneath. Although they do remakes of films, so
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They do 100 times over. What are you gonna do?
Exactly. Well, I do want to wish you guys success with your film.
Thank you.
Divided Loyalties, and I'll be watching for that to
Thank
see
you.
if maybe I can see it, because it sounds like an intriguing. You know, loyalties are important.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah, so.
Loyalty and respect.
Loyalty and
I know,
respect.
but you get pulled two ways, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, do I get $10 million over here, or do I? And I'm sure you've already explored that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here. It's
Thank
just
you.
such a delight to have. Go ahead.
Can I just
Luca.
give one just little shout out? I just want to shout out Mr. Jess Petriquin. He's the camera guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's helping in a big way with
Are
that.
you doing this all on your iPhone?
No, so our buddy Jess Petriquin, he's our camera guy. He has all the equipment.
Yeah, big shout out to
He's
Jess.
been, yes, he's been a lot of help in this process of making this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they're saying now you can almost do it on an iPhone. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I told him we could do that. He wasn't having it, so he's like, we're gonna get a
No,
camera.
let the camera guy- And
Just
then- go ahead.
one more little shout out just
That's
to
okay.
Sean Ubley and Michelle. Well, sorry, Melissa, Melissa Cadwin Morris
Yep.
for helping provide some of the props as well.
Absolutely, they've been totally helpful, and we appreciate it.
So you have a pretty good team. You're not just a three-man operation.
No, I mean everybody's been chipping in, and it's good. You network, you meet a lot of people, and sometimes those people come together, and
It's a beautiful thing.
yeah,
Do you have, how big is the cast in the movie?
it's not fairly big at all. It's pretty much us three, and there's a couple. I mean, we have like maybe 15 extras.
Like walk-ins?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty much just us three and
Okay.
the two
All right,
bodyguards
I'm looking
are
forward
in
to
it.
seeing it.
Yeah.
Actually.
Thank you.
You've intrigued me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ann.
Thank you.
And I'll see you later, I guess, with the event coming up in November, so I'll
Yep,
see you
you got
there.
it.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
you.
You as
Thank
well.
you.
And this is just the beginning.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
More to come.
Good. Okay, we're going to switch over and talk about Juneteenth, which is a federal holiday. Hey. Yeah, so you got a lot of things going on. I know that in years past it kind of was all over and then we pulled back a little bit. So tell me a little bit. We have Rachel and we have her mommy with us too, Miki, Conn. Tell us a little bit about the celebrations this time, this year.
Well, this is our 26th annual Juneteenth celebration. We've been doing it for a long
I
time.
know it, I know.
It's a great celebration of freedom. Every year we have an exciting array of vendors and music and great food to eat and just a lot of family fun.
drumming?
We absolutely. We have 2 drumming groups this year.
Yeah. Oh, you do have 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
And some, exciting news to announce to the community. So
Yeah, that's
It
great.
should be a great event.
It's to me I love the drumming. I love the to me to get into another culture. I mean, and this is not just a culture, but it brings a lot of, like your beautiful outfit that you have on today, things like that are vibrant, that bring out something special.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the Hamilton Hill Art Center, we celebrate all of the cultures of the African diaspora.
Yeah. And it's interesting that people think Africa and they think, bam, that's that. But no, it's not. Because I don't know how many countries, I should know, but I don't, how many countries there are in Africa, but each one is different. They have their own. It's just like in the United States. I mean, you go to the South and it's almost a different language, So.
Yes. Yes, there's a large array of cultures, and there are cultures all over the world that have been influenced
By that, yeah.
Yes.
Because it's a country that's been there. I think when you look at your DNA, it starts in Africa, right?
Absolutely, for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helena, is it? I think Helena is the first, I guess. I don't know. I did a
First
thing.
human being.
Huh?
The first human being.
Yeah, right. Or for where all our DNA comes from. Yeah, there's two lines, I think, but they're both in Africa, so that works out. Miki, you've been working on this a long time, longer than your daughter, I know that.
Yes.
With Betty. Hey, Betty, I'm sorry you're not here, but, hope all is well. So tell us this year, and this is going to be kind of a sad year because we're going to be missing somebody very special at Vale Cemetery.
Yes. Yes.
So why don't you address that? Tell us a little bit about that.
So
Or who's
This,
last
this,
year?
this is this is our second year that we'll be celebrating Juneteenth without Walter.
Is this the second year?
Yes.
yeah.
Has he been gone that long?
Yeah.
Walter
Yes.
Simpkins?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I did not realize that. It just seems like,
Yeah. But Community Fathers has, taken it on. They're doing well. They've created a great program for us. That will be Friday, the 19th.
And where do they hold that in Vale Cemetery?
They hold that in the African American Burial Ground in Vale Cemetery, and we always start with that to honor our ancestors. The time has changed from the other years. They will be celebrating from 3 o'clock to 6:30, and we'll start with our libations and our drumming, and they have a Negro spiritual performance. They have someone coming out to show how to preserve the grave markers.
Oh, this
and,
is new.
Poetry.
Did they do that before?
The grave markers,
Because I've
no.
been to those and I
but
don't remember that. Yeah.
Each year they have a new program and something
Okay.
that they want to focus on and highlight on. And we'll also be having our Juneteenth picnic that day at Vale Cemetery and our ice cream social. So it should be a lot of
You're
fun.
going to have a picnic there too.
Yes.
But then you're going to be doing a lot over at Central Park afterwards.
Of course.
Yeah. So let's stick with the Vale Cemetery, because to me, so there was an African burial ground there?
Yes, I was not aware of it until Walter Simpkins
Yeah.
made me aware, and he received some funding for Community Fathers to clean up the graveyard and to, make it a place that we can visit and learn about our history.
To revere it, yeah.
Yeah. So both the Art Center and Community Fathers have been collaborating to, continue that legacy and to support, the development and the learning the stories of the people that are
Is
in
it
that
an
grave
active
site.
section of this, or is it just kind of
It-
it's kind of now a memorial is what I hate to use the word memorial, but you know what I mean?
It's mostly a memorial. It is a crowded space. We were able to find room for Walter there, so he is at rest in the African American Burial Ground. That was his dream, and we were able to make that happen.
Oh, that's I did not know that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I did not know that. Yeah. So this is an odd question, but so it's done with, right? I mean, what I'm saying is that you can't put any more in. So,
I don't believe so.
Okay, so there's still burial in Vale. I mean, that's a big cemetery.
There are other
right.
burial plots in
Yeah,
Vale,
I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a big cemetery.
Yeah.
You can drive through it, and from down in not Erie Boulevard. I'm saying Knott Street, in that area. Not. What am I saying? I don't know, but anyway, you know where I'm talking about. The entrance.
Not terrible.
And then there's another one up on McClellan. I mean, it's a huge cemetery.
It is.
And I recommend that anybody who's never been there to do a walking tour of it and take a look at some of those markers and see what's there. Okay, now we've got Friday night taken care of with ice cream.
Right.
At the end. Yeah, always a delight. Walter, I'm going to miss him. I really, just such a gentle, nice man. Anyway, so what do you do at Central Park?
And then at Central Park, we have a great lineup of performers.
You're going to use the stage?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. We have all of
Well,
our
I
big-
didn't know if it was going to be spread out or what. Yeah.
Well, yes, the entire event is spread out. We have the large performances on stage at Music Haven. I'm going to back up a little bit.
Sure, go ahead.
We'll begin with the parade that starts at 12:30, and that starts at the corner of Bradley and McClellan.
Okay.
And we will march over to Music Haven, where we'll begin the day's performances.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you have a parade before?
We've had a parade for a while
Okay,
now,
okay.
but it's changed throughout the years.
Yeah.
But everyone is welcome to come and join us
Yeah.
to celebrate freedom, to initiate their commitment to preserving freedom and to fighting for it, and to just come out and have a good time with us.
We haven't really addressed what Juneteenth is, so I don't know who would like to do that, but what is Juneteenth and why should we celebrate it?
Good question. Juneteenth is the only celebration of freedom in the United States, freedom from slavery. And it stands out because when the Emancipation Proclamation was made, not all of the slaves were free.
That's the
That's
interesting
the
piece there, yeah.
Yes.
That's
It-
what
that-
makes Juneteenth important.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, 2 years, I believe, after the Emancipation Proclamation, a General Granger from the U.S. Army was sent to Texas to tell the slaves there officially that they too were free. Now, you know, given the underground, the grassroots information, the slaves knew that they were supposed to be free.
But they weren't.
But they had to act as slaves. So they were still required to work for nothing. They were still
slaves.
mistreated. They were still slaves.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
a slave is a slave is a slave. Yeah.
Exactly. So when the June 19th came, there was celebration all over. There was, you know, picnics and gatherings.
Can you even
community
imagine what they
gatherings.
felt like at that time?
Right.
They must have just been so jubilant.
Exactly. They could lay down their tools and walk away.
Yeah.
So that was the beginning of what became known as Juneteenth. for
And it
June
happened on
19th.
June, what, 19th?
June 19th. So that's the word.
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
I like that, yeah.
And it's also called Freedom Day, but Juneteenth is what stuck.
Everybody understands that one, yeah.
Right. And it moved, the celebration moved east. So it started in Texas, the actual celebration. The Emancipation Proclamation occurred during the Civil War, so it was a difficult time to celebrate. But this Juneteenth as a celebration caught on, and that moved from Texas all the way east to Schenectady.
Well,
New
they were
York.
celebrating for their comrades in a way.
Right, right, for those who couldn't. And the history, you know, if you have a chance to read up on Juneteenth, it's very interesting to see what did people do, how did people observe it, what happened in the little towns and villages and so forth. There was fear, as there is today, that somehow the slaves would want to get even with the slave owners.
They probably just wanted to get away from it.
Exactly. Instead of getting even, there was a rash of marriages, slaves who had wanted to marry but hadn't been allowed to.
Really? They weren't allowed to marry?
No, no. Some were, it depended upon the slave owner. But
Yeah,
you
I mean,
couldn't-
it's so hard for me to imagine what it was like to be owned by another person, number one, that your children, had you had children, were not yours.
Right.
I mean, it's just unfathomable for me when I read about it, that how could this happen?
Yeah, yeah. So that's what fascinates me about human nature, you might say. People went off in search of their families, those who had children who had been sold away.
Their wives might have been sold.
Exactly, exactly.
If they were doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there was plenty to celebrate, and there was no thought about retribution or getting even or anything like that.
Yeah, they probably.
People
I mean, you just want
wanted
to get
live
away
their
from
lives.
it anymore. It's like, let me out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why we celebrate.
So that's why we celebrate, and it's both historic and a reminder to hang in there, that when things get difficult, as they do, because we're all human beings, that we hang in there because it's worth fighting for freedom.
Well, just like the last segment, one of the last segments we talked about with the Laramie project, the same thing, you know. We just keep fighting and going forward and sticking together in a way.
Right.
Yes.
And get community.
Freedom is something that you have to fight for every day.
Yeah, you don't think
you
that,
ask,
but you
how
do.
can we get there?
Yeah.
But it's because of complacency. It's because of comfort. We cannot think that we have achieved freedom and that we can then relax.
Well, we
have to
find out now it's being
continually
taken away.
Renew our commitment to it. Yes, we see how it happened now.
Yeah.
And that's why this celebration is important.
Yeah, very important.
It's nice to imagine that they got the news that they were free and that they could just lay down their tools and claim that freedom. But in truth, they were not allowed to be free at that time. The 19th was the day that they heard the news, which was a year and a half after they were given that freedom.
Really?
But even after they heard that news, they were still not allowed to claim it. And so as we sort of renew our fight during this time, we can remember that it was never a given. It was always the celebration is a celebration of hope.
Yeah.
In the African diasporic culture, we often name our children what we hope for them. So that when you call their name, you're making that prayer for what you want.
I love that.
And so Juneteenth is like that.
Yeah.
We are calling our freedom. We are claiming our freedom. We are claiming it with our joy. We're claiming it with our bodies, with our presence, and with our diligence to continue that fight.
Wonderful. She couldn't have said it any better, right? I mean, that's amazing. So I would like to encourage you all to just take the day and enjoy it at Central Park. You might learn a little something, and not only that, you'll see some great music and stuff. Yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you both for being here. Say hi to Betty. I'm sorry I missed her. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay.
Can I take a
Sure.
moment to thank
Yeah,
our
go-
sponsors?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have my list because
She got her
the
list.
memory is not the best. So we received grants from the Arts Center of the Capital Region, First Reformed Church, Schenectady County Initiative, and the Schenectady Foundation. Our partners are Community Fathers and Vale Cemetery. Our opening act sponsors, Ellis Medicine and New York State of Health. Our principal sponsors are Philip Fields, Angelo Santa Barbara, and the Schenectady Green Market. And our contributing sponsors are the Community Loan Fund, Jessica Hunter, and Trishnikov.
A big shout out to those guys that support
Thank
you.
That enables us to have a free
Yeah.
celebration.
Have a wonderful day. I'll see
Thank
you there.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to be talking about Harbinger. Oh, I love you guys, honestly. I just saw the last one. It was you just do such good stuff. But let's talk about what's going on, because I know, Tobias, you've been on before.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just here for In the Next Room,
yeah,
or the Vibrator play,
yeah.
which was another very woman-centered production.
It was quite a show.
Yes.
It was really good.
Yes, so that was another interesting show,
Yeah.
and now stepping into this role
Yeah.
in another very woman-centered narrative.
Yeah, and I typed that wrong. I don't know where I got night, but I put night instead of day. But it's day. It's day. Not ladies' day, but it has to do with races. Yeah, tell me and you play all the male parts, right?
Yes, yeah. So it was written, with all of the male parts played by one actor.
Do you
in
change?
mind.
You put a hat on or something?
Yeah, a lot of costume changing.
Okay.
So it's about
So-
Royal Ascot at York.
Oh yeah, yeah.
which is a
Well,
famous-
we all watched My Fair Lady. We know all about
Yeah.
Ascot.
Yeah, and a day out at the racecourse.
Okay, so let's find out about some of the actors here. Go ahead.
Okay, hi, I'm Kitt LaPaix.
Hi.
I play Jan. There are 4 women in the show, and we all work together in a fish packing plant in Hull, in Yorkshire, Northern
Okay.
England.
Do you have to do a British or English accent?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Those are hard sometimes, but they're fun.
And, it's kind of a very specific accent also, this accent
Yeah,
from
because
Hull.
it's different throughout the UK. Yeah.
Yeah. So the 4 of us work together in this plant. One of us, not me, not my character, is getting ready to retire. And so we've decided that for her retirement, or she decided for her retirement, what she would like to do is go to Ladies' Day at Ascot. So the 4 of us have decided to go ahead and
You're
enjoy
out of your
Ladies'
element,
Day.
though. You know that, right?
Well, that's what makes things interesting.
So the hats, you get hats?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. We have hats. We have all the trappings that
what
we
fun,
need.
yeah. So how many are in the cast? And I do have the director here too. So we're going to come to you, Rachel. It's okay.
There are 4 women and 5 men, all played by Tobias.
Tobias. Okay, good. All right, Rachel, tell me about the play.
Ooh, well,
Did they give you a mic? Yeah.
yes,
okay,
they did.
good.
It just got stuck on the chair. Yes, well, tell me about the play. That I could answer that any number of ways. What do you want to know?
Well, just tell me the premise. We know that they're from a fish packing plant, so they're going to go to the Ascot. So what?
Yeah, well, I think one of the wonderful parts of the show is that, yes, these are all kind of working class girls who are all kind of used to the daily grind of going into the factory, touching fish all day, which is unpleasant to begin with, and then going home and doing the same thing over and over again, which I think is something many of us might be familiar with as well. But they have this wonderful once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to this enormous event that is posh and lovely, and it's genteel, it's higher class, and it's just so out of the ordinary for them that they take it upon themselves to go on this adventure together. And secrets come out, and drinks are drank, and bets are placed.
Wait a minute, I
and
think this is going south, huh?
I don't know. I think you have to come and see it and find out what happens. But yeah, it's just, what could possibly happen on the best day of your life?
Yeah.
And so we find out.
Do they make any bets?
Oh, yes. They make several bets. And I think one of the great things about the show is that you learn a little bit about how to bet on horses at Royal Ascot, which for us here in the Capital Region is very useful and will come in handy.
Well, especially in August, right?
Well, I don't think any of us are going to Royal Ascot anytime soon. But it is somewhat related to, Saratoga and everything. But yeah, it's just they place bets, and those bets come in. And
So how are you handling the set, for instance? Because I'm just wondering if we're going to see just them standing by the rail cheering out. What's happening?
Yeah, so we definitely have, it's more of a minimal set, but we have a wonderful theater space. We're in the James Meter Little Theater at Sage, which is a new space for Harbinger. It's a premiere, it's a new space. We have several new actors. I'm a new director. And so it's really kind of focused on the action and the actors, but we do, we play with the lights, we have greenery, and I think there's a big difference in the set between when they're working at that fish factory and when they're at Ascot. It kind of changes the whole world.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's really good, and I've got a really wonderful team. Mike McDermott is my set designer. Laura Darling
Mike
did the
is
lights.
With you. Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, so you gotta come see it just to see what he's done.
Yeah.
Laura Darling on lights, the mistress of illumination. I got Shia Reyes on sound. Patrick White is of course our producer for Harbinger. So it really is, and Jen Bart on the props, which you guys are gonna love. A lot of our props, they're really good.
Were you able to get the horse? I'm kidding.
I told you, don't give any spoilers.
Woo!
But yeah, and it's an all-star team. My stage manager Jazz has been keeping it together, and we're just.
You got a great team you're working with.
And the cast,
So how just 4 women in the cast plus Tobias here.
Yep.
So tell me, you're going to play a number of male parts. What are those parts? Are you the jockey?
So, for a time, yes.
Really?
Yes. We sort of run the gamut of every sort of relationship we could possibly have. Obviously, it's the ladies' day, but there's quite a few people involved in that. So I sort of run from anywhere from the ticket tout that they try to buy their tickets off of, to their manager at the fish plant, to a TV presenter, a jockey, a long-lost lover, and another one, a drunk better, down on his luck. So
You must have had so much fun with that part.
it's a ball on stage, and then off stage, it's a flurry of taking things on and off, and making sure I have everything in my pockets that I need
That you're supposed
for
to
the
have.
next scene. And
Yeah.
but then when I'm on stage, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that changing your character has always got to be, first of all, well, wait, what character am I in? And how am I supposed to speak? And,
Yeah.
so
And they've all got accents. So
they're all different?
Yes. Well, I try to make them all different, and
I think
they
you're doing great.
yeah, it's a lot of standing in the wings and listening to the lady speak and reorienting myself for whatever chaos I'm about to throw at them.
Yeah. Oh, God, it sounds like a really interesting. So when was this play written, Rachel? Do you know?
Yeah, so it was written in 2005.
Okay, so
and
it's
it
a
was,
relatively new play.
Yeah, it was actually a commission. A little bit of kind of historic background is that Royal Ascot had to, in real life, because this is a real situation that the author has put her characters into. So in 2005, Royal Ascot, which is located in Berkshire in kind of the south of England, was closed for renovations, and so they moved.
Oh, like Belmont, yeah.
Essentially,
Yes,
yes, it's a
same
great
idea, yes.
parallel for our local kind of narrative as well. But they relocated Royal Ascot up to York Racecourse for 1 year and 1 year only. And
So this place is at Ascot or York?
So Ascot
Is the
at
name
York.
of the-
Ascot
is
is
the
the
big
yeah.
race.
So it's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
Belmont
I know.
essentially. Yeah. So it takes place in York, and it was commissioned to celebrate and commemorate that time that Ascot came to York.
So they commissioned for a play to be written?
Yes, yep. A theater company in Hull, the Hull Truck Theater Company is what it's called, I think, if I'm getting that right. Sorry. So it was commissioned by Amanda Whittington was commissioned by them to write the play, and so it's just a little snapshot of that time.
Oh, cool. What a delightful backstory.
It's fun. It
It's
really is.
so much fun.
Yeah.
I love backstories, don't you?
Yeah.
So how long have you been acting?
Oh, I've been acting since I was a very young girl.
Just a few years.
Yeah,
just a few.
about 15 years. Yeah.
Just a few years.
But look
yeah,
how far
long
she's
time.
come.
And so you're having fun, I'm sure. working
I'm
with
having a
Harbinger.
ball.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? And this play, there are lots of tender and moments of friendship and moments of finding out things about friends that you didn't know and still
Friendships are
accepting them that
so precious, aren't they?
it's so much fun to watch and to be a part of. So.
Good. Well, I just hope that you all have a great turnout in that beautiful theater that you're going to.
It really is just a lovely space. I think we're really privileged to be there. So
Well, that's great. So, Brickling, I guess.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
thank you very much.
This is tradition. Good. Say hi to Patrick.
Come
for
see
me,
it.
too.
Can I give a little plug for the tickets and information?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Go
Yes. So, hi, folks. Ladies' Day will be playing at the James Meter Little Theater in downtown Troy. We open up on Friday the 12th at 7:30, but we have a preview on the 11th. It's at the same time, 7:30. We got a show Saturday the 14th at 7:30, and we have our only matinee of the run on Sunday at 2:00 p.m. So if you like an early show, that's the one for you. We have an interesting schedule. We are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of the week after for those shows, all at 7:30. And each Friday we have a talkback. So if you have a question for any of us, come ask us. And you can find those tickets at Harbinger Theater, theater spelled RE.LUDUS.com.
Okay, and I think we posted some of that, and I'll put
Yes.
that out when I send that out as well. This is going to be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
it's been fun to do, and I'm just really, really proud of these amazing people sitting in front of me, and I'm really excited for everyone
You
to see
just
it.
formed a new family.
These are my children.
And we've had a
This
ball.
is my daughter.
How wonderful. And thank you for that nice wrap up, too. That's really good. I know I loved it. I love what you did. I'm going to hire her. No, well, I can't pay you, but thank you so much for being here.
Thank
and
you for having
having
us.
wonderful fun on the stage. Yeah, and I hope I can get to it because it sounds like a play that I really want to see.
Yeah.
If you can't,
Thank
your
you so much.
support is wonderful.
But I know what I really like to do. I like Jazz on J. Oh my goodness, the opening show was amazing.
Yes.
32 performers, I think you had.
Well, we had 30 from Union College, their jazz ensemble.
Yeah.
And then we also had
Ellen
Sinopoli Dance Company coming in, and that's something we've never done before. So it was really an interesting. It was interesting to set it up. It was interesting to help produce, and it was interesting to see the audience really vibrate over their performance.
Yeah, it's what you do, Leon. It's amazing because I mean I worked on that committee a long time ago when we brought the musicians union in, and we would sit there. Tim Coakley would be on the committee, and we would sit there and try and figure out who we're going to pick and all that. But you have really honed it down to such a higher level because you're asking people to submit. So tell us how you gather your
Yeah, so we do
your
online
performance.
submissions, and which is. It has elevated it because it allows for not only a seamless, I want to say seamless, we're still getting the kinks out, but a seamless transition between the applicant and the reviewers, and being able to, especially we don't review them all together in one room. We will discuss them eventually, but we need that time at home to be able to have.
Listen.
Yeah, so we have a robust committee, all sorts of jazz musicians and jazz enthusiasts, but they have busy schedules. A lot of them are teachers, a lot of them are contributors to the community in other ways. So it is fabulous to be able to have this online platform to be able to submit the applications for the applicants, and then our reviewers are able to review them.
Okay, now, in a typical year, how many applicants say, I want to be there?
Well, it's increased. So we've had years where we are scrambling to fill the slots. I mean, it's that's just
way back
what
when, I remember.
Way
yeah.
back when,
Yeah.
right? We are now over 30 applicants, and now we're having to turn people away, which is always tough because everybody who submits an application is wildly talented and deserves a spot. But we pick it, in a very, we have different criterias. One of them is how you apply, right? Have you submitted all the documents? Have you submitted a video and things like that?
Yeah.
So if it's incomplete, it's really hard for us to judge that application. But one of the things that I love that we're really being conscientious about is the diversity of the jazz program as a season. It is hard to, pick musicians and have them kind of do the same sort of jazz. We have a slogan, it is always jazz, but it's not always on J, because we do have the rain side of Proctor's. And we really try to hold true to that, but there is a wide spectrum of what jazz
I know, that's
means to an artist
yeah.
and what it means to the jazz community. So I am not a jazz musician, and I never would claim to be, so I really rely heavily on our experts in the room that can really give an unbiased opinion about the application and about the musicians. So we, this year, got just about 40 applications, and it was really hard to turn people away because almost all of them were complete and completed very well. So we really appreciate that. We want people, encourage people to try again for next year because—
So they have to apply every year. So
Every year.
I apply this year, you don't keep it on file.
No, we want you to apply again next year because bands change,
Yeah, they do.
right?
Yeah.
They shift who's a member. Sometimes they try a different genre
Yeah.
of jazz. And so, yeah, we want you to apply the way that your band is conditioned at that moment.
I know that when I was involved quite a few years back, we would make sure that we tried not to replicate people every year. In other words, if you were on last year, you probably aren't going to come on next year.
Yep.
But you might come the following year.
Correct. So there's a 3-year cycle, right?
Yeah.
You have to skip 2 seasons in between, and then you can reapply for that 3rd season. And we do
That
have—
gives an opportunity.
for more people. We really love first-time band leaders being in the program because they bring a whole level of expertise that we haven't seen before in the jazz on J series. So We've had first-time band leaders. We've had, you know, recent college graduates that have come and applied and got in. We also have our favorites, right? We have people in this jazz community and in the community of Schenectady that are just our favorites, right?
Yeah, I know.
But you can't put them on every year,
no,
so
I
we
know.
try to rotate them.
Yeah.
So it is really
But there's other opportunities
wonderful
for them to play in
Of
the
course,
area,
yeah. You know, we have, you know, there's the porch concerts and a place for jazz. And so there's a wide array of things that you can do during the summer if that's where you normally play.
Yeah. I know that you have a full lineup up through August 27th, I think.
August 27th. We'll have
we
coming
have the
up,
list up on the screen.
Yeah,
but they can
coming
also
up we
find
have the Bodan Canal Quartet, and she's the first time in the series as well. We do have finishing out the series is going to be the Hot Club of Saratoga. So they're somebody
very popular.
that you know around the region very well.
Yeah.
They've also played the series before.
I was surprised to see their
it's
name
been
on
a
it,
while. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But they're going to bring some heat to close out our series.
Yeah.
We
Now-
typically like to choose that the last concert to be, are you familiar with the Eddie's Awards?
I know.
So we love for that Jazz Artist of the Year to really be represented in the series.
To be highlighted.
Yeah, so we love them to close out the series if that is they're able to. So.
Well, people that have been there maybe in the past and not recently might not know that you've moved.
Yes, so you might look for us on J Street in front of the
I
stores.
was with someone and we left the restaurant, and she said, and she started to turn towards Proctor's, and I go, "Where are you going?"
Yeah,
and she said, "Oh, well, isn't that where it is?" And I go, "No." Yeah,
so because of wonderful grants and donors and City of Schenectady, Metroplex, Downtown Improvement Corp, we have been able to secure a location which is J Square right across from City Hall.
Amazing.
And it is fabulous.
And you got tents up now.
We do. So we're trying to keep our patrons nice and cool because the summer can be very hot. We try to keep the series outside as much as possible to be able to utilize that space. We also get a lot of walk-by traffic, people who were on their lunch
and there's
break.
a market too across.
Yes. So it's very vibrant on Thursdays.
Very vibrant.
Yes. So it's wonderful that we're able to have the community. It feels like they are so heavily involved and committed to this series, and it's an honor to be able to bring it to them year after year.
Do they have to bring their own chairs, or do you have a few?
So this past session, this past concert, we actually had Maureen Neufeld, the executive director of Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corp. She actually brought over a bunch of chairs for us, which is not something that we're used to, so we
really
thoroughly
nice,
appreciate it. That's just one way that they've been just
Maureen is
fabulous
really
during the series, and for the Electric City Arts and Entertainment District as a whole, which is Arts in Bloom, Jazz on J, and of course Kids Arts Fest.
Wasn't that an event?
It was an event.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that the rain held out. If you know Schenectady, then you must know Betsy Sandberg. She is a fabulous pillar of this community.
She's got the Energizer Buddy, doesn't even touch it.
I mean, she is just such an advocate for what we do for Electric City and / 440 board. But it is such a fabulous example of how to activate the community year after year.
And we're doing
fabulous.
it. We're doing it. I just want to say who's coming up, but don't leave because we'll come back to you. I always like to announce who's coming up on the next show. We have an author, John Griffin, talking about his book, Paranormal Puzzles. We have Library 250. They're doing a big celebration at the library. It's going to be after the 4th, but there's going to be a really great show. They're going to be on the show. We have a magician on, Bob Yorberg. I can't wait to meet him again, but he's really good. And then the Schenectady Historical Society will be here to talk about their summer events. And believe it or not, we have a soul expansion embodiment dance. How cool is that? So that's what's coming up.
That sounds fabulous.
So yeah, I know we have a lot of stuff going on, and
yes,
I like what you say about the vibrancy of Schenectady. We have so many good things, and I think that one of the things that when you moved to J Square, you probably made some of the businesses a little bit happier because they were kind of.
It was a little loud in front of the businesses.
Yeah.
They were wonderful partners with
No, they
this,
were wonderful.
Right? But we were expanding. We could see that patrons were filling up J Square or J Street,
And they couldn't get into the stores.
right? And people that weren't there necessarily for the concert wanted to go to J Subs or something
Whatever,
like that,
yeah.
or Ambition. It was a little congested, but because we were able to secure this location, it has just amplified it to another level.
And you got some interns coming in for sound.
Yes, we have 2 fabulous interns. We have a wonderful internship program with Schenectady Community College, and it is wonderful teaching experience for them, field training, and in a way that we can work with the graduating students in our community.
So anyway, go to Jazz on J. Go to any one of these great performances that we talked about. I'm Ann Perilli, your host for Capital Region Today. Check us out for our next show.